Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. Today I think we're going to mostly focus on three main types of inserts for the album that we're currently working on. So I've already done the ones for the back fin. So we're going to make the ones for the front fin together. This album is the Basically Amazing With Love. With Love is the paper collection that we are using, and the more I work in this album, the more I realize that I've only pulled one additional paper out of the pad so far. So we probably could just use, we probably could make a whole nother album just with this paper pad if you wanted to. Whoops. My my little my little wax heart fell off. Let's use some glue. Let's see, where was we at? This is the one I had trouble with. It kept flying across the room. Wasn't that this one? That's so funny. Obviously didn't get enough of it heated up for it to stick down to the little glassine bag there. Anyway, I have a whole playlist dedicated to this album from beginning to end, start to finish, step by step. And I will link that up here and down below. It starts with the introduction to the templates, the Basically Amazing foundation templates. And then there probably is the introduction video for the Basically Amazing add-ons that I did here recently. And then there might even be a flip through. I'm not sure if I put that in there or not. I can't remember. But then it'll start with the covers, the pages of this album specifically. So we got a wraparound type cover, and that's where I'm at right now. So I've done some inserts for this back fin, but we're getting ready to do the front fin inserts. And then after that, we will do the back side of each one of these page setups. And that's going to be a little bit simpler of a setup than the front. So it won't add too much bulk to it, but it's still super fun, I think. So this is one fin so far, just one side of the fin. Okay, a couple things. I'll show you a few things. I'll show you what I've done already in here, and then I also want to tell you some things that I've changed since the last time I recorded. Okay, so in this little flip pocket page here is a printable envelope. This is the vintage envelope, and remember I'd left this loose because I thought we might need to add another magnet. Well, we do not need to add another magnet. And as a matter of fact, you only need the magnets on this flip in the pocket here. You do not need the magnet that we put on this pocket or on this page here, because the page setup was where this was folded over top of here, but now that we've got inserts in there, it doesn't want to do that. So it's just going to be laying there instead. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's put this down. Let's attach this down. And I better use liquid glue. Whoops. So that I can slide it in there easily. So hopefully, I haven't edited the video where we put the magnets in, so hopefully I will make a note in that video. And you all will have already known that we didn't need to put magnets. I put that one magnet on the one page, so I guess we kind of wasted two magnets, I guess is what it boils down to. This is just Fabri-Tac by Beacon, and I'm going to slide this in here. Like that. Alright, and so we just, now all we need the magnet to do is just to hold this flap closed to that, and that's it. So we've got that, and then on the back side I've left this plain right now, and I may leave it just the vintage polka dot. We'll see. So then here is the page where we matted this with the pattern paper, and then we cut a pocket out of the pattern paper. So it is kind of fussy because it's so many different, you know, little bits there, but it looks super cute when the insert is in here. So this is one of the inserts we're going to make today. We've made this before. What did I call it? A flip photo insert. A flip photo insert. So we're going to make one of those today for the front fin. And then we're gonna flip the page, and then I added the second pocket that goes with the pocket for the printable vintage envelope. These are linked down in my description box. I put the second pocket on here with a mat, and then I made this cute little booklet insert using another way of using the 4x6 add-on photo mat pages. I just thought that was super cute. So that's another type of insert we're going to make. And then here is the main base page, D size page, the flip that was actually over top of this to begin with. I put 2 3x4 photo mats. This is just printed onto regular copy paper. And then I fussy cut this out of the paper. I'm going to show you my papers that I've been cutting into too. It's kind of funny. There's so many bits and pieces. It's kind of ridiculous. So I added those 2 in, and then I fussy cut that and kind of just glued it on there on both sides. I just thought it was really pretty. I haven't decorated the envelope yet at all. We did that on the previous video. And then here is the belly band. I just put the fussy cut image from the paper collection onto the belly band, and I matted the back with, this is shades of color, the green. And then we're going to be making this kind of insert in this video. So super cute. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inserts inside of this insert that goes under the belly band like that. So those are the inserts we're going to be doing, and we're going to be doing some quick matting for the other fin. So let's start with gluing this piece down that goes in the front cover here, or goes in the front pocket here. It's just to mat. You could have just done a half a mat, but it's printable paper, so I was okay with using the whole thing. This album has been so fun, you guys. It's been so nice to be able to work on some things off camera where I don't have to record every single little thing that I do. It's been so freeing for me to be able to create some fun things, but then show you on camera how to do it. And it doesn't take up as much time, like filming wise. I think it's just been really nice. It's been fun. Okay, so I got that, finished that. Okay, matted that. Okay, so here's the one tuck pocket out of the paper that we did, right? So one of the things I do need to point out is this insert here is not going to work in this setup. So we're going to have to move our inserts around for the front fin, but we're going to still make the same inserts. So, yeah, there's that. And then we have all of this. I think what we'll start with first though is we'll mat these 2 pages and put the photo mats here. I think that'll be quicker. We can just quickly do that, and I'll show you exactly what you need. Out of the Basically Amazing foundations, I also have a list down below of the pages that I use as best I can. I can't always list them, but I'm trying to list. So what you're going to need to mat the inside here under the belly band and the next to it is page 56C is the mat for these pages. So I just literally traced this. One, I traced it onto some printable paper from the scrap journal. And then the other, I traced it onto this is the Shades of Color number 15 that I printed onto parchment paper. So I just traced it and cut them out, inked them up instead of printing them out. And then I've already cut this one out. This is the other half of that printable envelope that comes with 2 pockets. I've already inked it up, or not inked it up, already taped it and everything and ready to go. So let's do that really quick. So the pink is going to go under here, underneath this belly band. So it's going to do that. It's more of like a pinkish purple color. Let me ink the tie back a little bit more. And I'm going to use liquid glue because it has to slide under the belly band there. So when I tell you that you need to trace, you know, the mat onto this page and that page, of course that's per fin. So if you're following along with me, except maybe you made a 3-fin book, then, and you wanted to do it the same way, the same page setup, then you would need to trace 3 of the mats for this page onto whatever background design you want for this page, and then 3 for this page if you had 3 fins. I hope that makes sense. So this is kind of like per fin, so I'm showing you what you need per fin. Does that make sense? I think it does. So before we mat this page, it's going to go on that page, we're going to add this little envelope pocket, extra envelope pocket that I have. We're going to attach that to the mat before we mat the page. So I'm attaching the long tab to the 2 short tabs so that nothing gets hung up on there. And then I'm just going to kind of center it, maybe have an 1/8 of an inch all the way around the envelope because it's not as tall as the page itself. So now we have that attached to there, and then we're going to attach it here like that. And I think this time I'll just use tape runner tape. This is Scotch tape runner. This is the pink tape glider. I have a link down below to a resource for refills. The Tape Depot is the link that I have is specifically for the pink gliders. In case you're interested, it's a really good value for the tape gliders if you like using a tape glider. Alright, and then I'll place that down. Okay, so that was simple. Then I think let's do the 3x4s photo mats here. So I've already got those pieces collected here, just for the interest of saving time. So I have the 3x4 photo mats. These are from the add-on photo mats, and it's on page 13D, and I did print them onto 24-pound copy paper. No big deal. And then this little green heart, I traced where is it? There it is. I traced one of the ephemera pieces, this part of the collection, one of the ephemera embellishments. I traced it onto some of the pattern paper. Sorry, I'm got my back to you. On some of the pattern paper, because I've got all these pieces that I've been cutting into, tracing bits out of. Has that one got anything? Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show you. Ow! Ooh, I almost broke my nail. So I wanted to kind of show you the different, I've fussy cut some pieces out of here, and look, here's where I traced that green polka dot heart out of. So I just keep taking little bits and pieces. Here is another piece that I traced out of, and then I cut, this is where I cut the flower that's on the back fin. I cut that one out of this spot right there. Then I've taken pieces out of here. I've traced other inserts elements off of this piece that we'll see here in a little bit. And then I took one of these pieces out to fussy cut, and I took some pieces out of there. And then I used this as well on one of the inserts. So I've been taking little bits and pieces off of the paper collection. But anyway, I like using little bits and elements of things from paper collections, fussy cutting pieces out, going through all the ephemera pieces, because it's just fun. It's just fun. Like, there's a ton I have done. Like, here's one of the trays. I have actually taken the white border off of this a little bit because I thought about using this. I do a lot of flipping back and forth of what might be good. I've looked through these, a lot of these, like I fussy cut a heart for an embellishment on something. I'll show you that in a little while. That kind of stuff. So there's something fussy cut out of the paper collection. There's another piece I fussy cut out of the paper collection. So I don't know, I've got a lot of options, and it's okay to just sit and play. It's okay to just sit and play. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do here, let me put this one back up. going to put these on here, and then I'm just going to have these as like a little cluster in between. And then there's like this little, this part, these two pieces are from the embellishment pack, and this one I just made. I just think it's like a cute little cluster. What do you guys think? So we'll do that. I'm going to add these on with tape runner tape. I kind of like that. I'm going to take, this is art glitter glue. I'm going to try to attach these just together. And go from there. Well, either way, we can only go in the middle, so you can still get your picture up under there. Let's see, I'm going to cut this edge off and see if we should put it on the other side. And I'm going to ink that up. Oops, cut into the page a little bit. That'll give you a place to put a date if you want to put a date there, or a sentiment or something. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Oh, and the next thing I wanted to, what did I do with that piece? Hang on, let me find it. So for this belly band here, so here I did this fussy cut out of the paper collection, and I love it, the oval frame and all those pretty flowers. Well, then this is also part of the paper collection. And where do I have that at? Up there at the top. And I thought about maybe adding this one here like that, and just leave the inside because it's really cute. It's got all the little flowers and things. It's super cute. So I just fussy cut around it, and then I kind of jaggedly cut the outward frame so it looks more rustic-y looking. So I thought we could put this here on the edge like that, just to kind of break up a little bit of the belly band. So again, I'm going to use some art glitter glue. Yeah, see, there's the back of it. Whoa. I need to be careful. So I thought about right here. And I wanted to use the green frame because it's a contrast from the, like the purplish paper there, the shades of color. Okay, now let's start on the inserts. So I'm going to take these inserts out. So there's this one, there's this one, and there's this one. So I'm going to take them out, and we will make 3 more for the first fin. Alright, so I'm going to show you what you're going to need to make these 3 separate inserts, except the inserts for this one, we'll hold off on that. I'm just going to show you what you need for the main bases, the main parts of these inserts, what you need. Alright, so out of the Graceful Decorative Edge, and if you're using the Charming, it's the same page. It's 14D in the Charming. So these are add-ons to the foundation templates. But one of them has this type of edge, and then the other one is the Charming edge, which looks like that. So in the Charming, if you were using the Charming, 14D is the same page I'm using right here. It's just got the different edge. Okay, so if you're using the Charming, the pages are the same. So you're gonna need 1 per fin of 14D, and I did print this onto the patterned paper. So the one that's gonna be that is this one right here, and I printed this directly onto the patterned paper as well. So let me show you how I cut my paper down so you can see which paper I used. Okay, so here is Whoops, wrong one. So here's one of the 12 by 12s. So I cut the top portion off. So I cut 3.5 inches off the top portion, and then I cut it down to 11 inches off the side, the edge here. So then I printed directly onto this pattern paper right here. And then for the other one, I don't remember which side I actually printed on. I think I printed on that side. So it was almost positive. Let me see. It was like this. So I took the top part off again, you know, to cut it to 8.5. So I took 3.5 inches off the top, and then I cut it down to 11, which left the strip. And that's how I printed that out. Okay, so that's this insert right here. And then for these other two inserts, they're the same template, page 41 CD. They are the same page. You just need 2 per fin. So I printed these on white cardstock, and I just used the vintage polka dot background design. So I printed that onto white cardstock. So there's nothing on the back side. Where is, yeah. So I just cut them both out, and again, you need 2. I cut them both out, I inked them up, I scored this, and I inked the back sides. I'm almost positive you're going to be seeing both of these back sides. I'll have to double check, but yeah. So you need 2 of these per fin. So that's all you need out of the Graceful. Oh wait, that's not true. We're actually going to need the mats for this. So I'm gonna grab them. I need all 3. I'm pretty sure I have not done the mats for those yet. I don't even think I've selected paper. So I'm not on the ball this time. So these are going to be for these 2. And then for this one here, so for this cute little insert, we're going to be using page 7 BD and the Basically Amazing add-on photo mats. And what I've done for this one is I've printed 2 of these sheets onto 24-pound paper. You could use regular copy weight paper, 20-pound, but I like the 24-pound. I have it linked in my Amazon that I have a specific list for this project. I printed 2 of those off onto plain paper, and then on the back side I printed one of the printable papers from the scrap journal. This one is the landscape version that has the notebooky type lines and stuff. So I printed that on the back side. So we got this on one side and this on the other. So you need 2 sheets per insert for this insert. So I'm gonna lay that over there. And then for the other insert, same page, 7BD, you're gonna need 1.5 per insert for this. Now, all of these inserts, we'll get into that last. We'll do this one last, so we'll talk about that in a little while. But for this one, you need 1.5 sheets of the 7BD. And we've actually made this one before on camera, but we're gonna do it again. So I'm going to put this one aside for now as well. And we will start on this insert right here. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to take all of the tabs off of this page except for one long tab. And I think we'll leave... No, let's leave the long tab on this page right here. Let's leave the one that's on the left-hand side. So let's cut it out together. I'm going to remove the bottom. Alright, I got both of those cut out. I should have left my paper trimmer out. I need to cut some other stuff. And then I'm going to score this really long tab right here. That was a We Are Memory Keepers scoreboard, and that is a EK Tool stylus, I believe. So let's prep this, as we're just getting ready to make us a booklet. So before, let's see. Well, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do it right now. I'm going to ink it off camera, but I'm going to ink them in just a minute. But let's take some tape. This is 3/8 inch tape. And I'm going to go along that tab like that. I'm going to burnish it. And now you can see where I've like fussy cut a little bit more of the border off from some of the ephemera pieces. Can you see all that little bits in there? Okay. And I guess we could go ahead and attach these down, and then I can ink them in a minute off camera. So I'm going to take this tape off, just the backing, I mean. And, but without going over that score mark, I'm going to line these up as best I can. Yeah. And voila. We now have a little booklet. So off camera I'm going to ink inside and out all the way around, but I'll do that off camera. And then for these two pieces, get my paper trimmer back out. What you want to do is trim both of these the same way. Trim these off. Trim all the way around the outer edges. And leave them together like that. Do not separate them apart. So I'm going to do the same thing to this one. But anyways, okay, so then you want to take both of these. This does have an up and a down a little bit anyway, like that. So I'm going to take both of those together, and I'm going to fold them in half, match up those edges. And simple as that. Just like that. Fold them together. Since it's just copy paper, well, this is 24-pound paper, but since it's such thinner paper, it folds nicely and evenly, and it looks good. So we have something that looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to take just a minute, and I'm going to ink this inside and out, and then we'll be right back. All right, so I've got the little covers inked inside and out, and I went also and inked just this edge here and inside just a little bit on the edges of the inside, just so it wouldn't be so stark. So now all we need to do is figure out where you want to, since these inside pages are going to be smaller than the booklet part, it doesn't really matter. You can put them wherever you want, as long as they're inside. And you can add as many pages as you want. I just added the 2 sheets. So I'm just going to take a pokey tool, and I'm just going to poke 3 holes. And no big deal. Doesn't matter where you poke them. Just as long as there's 3 holes. I'm going to take some black and white baker's twine. And I'll make sure I have enough, because I want to tie a bow, I think. Oh! I already had some on string. Here, I'll use this one. That's already on there. Already on there. Okay, so I'm going to come from the outside. Make sure I got everything. I'm going to go down to the bottom. This is a really big, thick-eyed needle. Thick-eyed needle, or wide-eyed needle, or... Come on. What do we got going here? So then we come up the top and then go back down through the middle And we want to come out on the opposite side from where we started. So, right, twist, twist, and, oh, I guess I could have done a knot first. Twist, twist, pull, pull is what I meant to say. And then we're going to tie like a little bow, just a little bow, just a regular bow, no big deal. And if you need to, you could add a little dot of glue, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then it's just as simple as that. So I'm going to take and burnish that edge really good. And so now we have a little photo booklet insert where you can journal, you can write all the information that you want on here because your photos will go here. So I forgot, I need to do a quick stamping of the 4x6. You don't have to do this, you can just put place photo here or whatever you want to do. And so then for the decoration on the outside, I want to use some of the embellishments. Oh, this is one of the ones that I traced, a small heart, and fussy cut it out of the paper. Right? I just traced one of the actual embellishments from the ephemera pack onto the paper. I don't know, did that ever focus? There we go. So I just traced it out onto the paper and then cut it out. And then here is another heart. I haven't actually planned this out very good. I just kind of grabbed a few things that I thought would go. So I'm going to ink that edge. I did cut off some of the extra white that was on there. And then we've got a 3x4 photo mat from the add-on photo mats. This is just on 2 copy paper. Oh, actually, this is not copy paper. This is the 24-pound paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to use, this is from the cut-aparts sheets, got the pink and white polka dot on the back. I'm going to put this on here. So I'm going to grab the photo corner thingy. This is the We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper that has the photo corner angle thing. These are now available again, thanks to all of you guys who asked for them. And I will link them. I have them in my, whoops, wrong side. I will have them in my Amazon list, and I will have them linked specifically down below to scrapbooking stores. Oops. So that's what you would do with your photos. In case you're new here, you would take your 4x6 photo, you would corner chomp it, and then you could put your photo on here, and you don't have an extra thickness of the photo corner on there, so it just looks like there's a really cool vintage looking antique photo corner. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna ink this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna attach it down. It says "You Feel Like Sunlight." I thought that was cute. I need to get me a new Distress Oxide pad, because I keep like re-inking it, but I don't think the ink soaks in very good. It doesn't like seep in, and it's wearing me out. Okay, I'm just going to use my tape runner again. I'm not going to worry about getting those little points. Just line this up here as best we can. It's not going to be perfect. Sheesh. These are meant for 3x4 photos, but the cut aparts, they may not be 3x4. So it's a little shy around the edges, but that's okay. So this is going to go here, and I like this setup. I like the way this looks, but I wonder if we should do it the exact opposite. Like have the hearts up here and the label down here, just same but different kind of thing. So let's look for a label. That one's got a green label. And this is the ephemera holder that we made. Our last album was this one. This is the ephemera holder or the ephemera keeper. I will link that playlist up there and down below if you want to check it out. I'm looking for my labels, and I liked that size. So the scrap journal comes with 3 different types of labels. There's the rectangle, there's the circles, and there's the squares, and they come in 4 different sizes each. So that kind of blends in too much, doesn't it, that one? I wonder if we should use just a vintage color. But we could use, I guess we could use a green. That sticks out just a little bit more. Well, let's do that. These are not on sticker paper. These are just regular, this is the 24-pound paper once again. So yeah, let's do this. And I'm just going to use my tape runner again. If you used like white glue on these skinny thin papers, then whoops, then it'll show through. You'll see the glue line, and you don't necessarily want to do that. Boy. Do I have, I'm gonna grab another, just a random 4x6 photo really quick, because I want to show you. Oh, I guess I could grab a 3x4 too. I also wanted to show you, if you wanted to, you could put a photo on the back. You could put a photo on the inside covers as well. You could do 2 3x4 photos on the inside covers, or 2 3x4 photos on the back cover as well. So you can totally do that for these. Now, aren't these just adorable? Aren't they just adorable? So for this insert, I'm thinking what we're going to do with this one is we're going to put that one in here underneath the slit that we made. If I can get it in there. There we go. It's a snug fit, but this one goes here in that pocket, right? Okay, so we got that one done, so let's move on to the next one. It's so cute. Okay. All right, so let's do this one next. Again, we've already made this one before, and you could totally put pictures on the back. I could stamp it back there if I wanted to, but I just did 3 flips, like 3 sheets in this photo flip insert. I'm pretty sure that's what we called it. You could also too, I wanted to point out, you could also put a photo back here if you want to. You could put 2 3x4s back here. You could do the same. You could put one here that's attached. There's plenty of rooms for photos. Plenty of room. So I think because the page that this insert we're getting ready to make is going to be going on is close to a pink, I think we're going to use the green again. So I have a piece of the green shades of color scrap in here, and I'm also going to need, this is one of the tabs we cut off from a previous video, and we're going to stamp it to make like a little sentiment there. So I'm going to grab that as well. And I'm trying to figure out which one of these I want to mat the back with. So this is what I used for the back of this one. But I've got choices. I could use, I don't want to use the back side of that because that is already in that fin. I could use any portion of this. I could use this. I could use any portion of this. I'm trying to think of what I would more likely use as like an insert if I had to like add a journaling card or something. It might be like here. I would be more likely to use that as an insert. So maybe let's use this one. So I'm going to put that one aside. So I've got my 2 pieces. For this insert, we're not going to be using this piece. So I'm going to set it aside. And like I said, I've already cut this out and folded it and inked it, and I don't remember, I think I have it this way, right? So I don't need this, I don't need this one right now, but I do need these two. So I think I can either get the swan in there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do actually. So we're just going to trace this template out. This is page 88 CD, so it's the mat for this page. I mean for this envelope here, C-size envelope is what it is. It has a pocket that goes with it as well, but we're not going to be using that pocket today. So I trace that out on that, and then I'm going to trace this out on here. Wait a minute. So this is going to be going this way. Yeah, so I'm going to make sure I trace it the correct way. So I'm going to cut these out and ink them up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I inked them up, cut them out, inked them up, and already glued them down. So it looks like that. No big deal. And I thought we would do the pages now. I've already done, this is one left over from the other booklet, so I ended up printing, for the two booklets, the two flip photo books inserts, I ended up printing 3 of these pages, and I did not print anything on the back side. So all you need to do is take your page and trim the one edge off. Trim this little skinny edge off, this edge on this side, and then you can trim it off like this. Oops, cut some of the black off. That's okay. Trim it off like this, and then leave that other bit. So now we've got the 3. Oh, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and go ahead. I'm gonna stamp the 4x6 on there. Then on the top one here, only because it's very stark white, I'm going to take anything, what do I got here? Oh, this was, I printed something wrong, so I'm just going to take it and I'm going to block off the black there, and I'm just going to kind of ink that just a little bit, just because you're going to be able to see it, so it doesn't look so stark. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these together, just really simply. So we're going to lay this one on top of this one. Right? It does not have to be perfect. Right? And this one is not perfect. It's not perfect at all, but again, it is okay. I think I am going to cut just a little, just like an 1/8 of an inch off the top, because we are going to lay this in here like this, right where I want it. I just didn't want it hitting that fold, that score right there. I'm going to take this, you could use liquid glue for this. I'm going to fold the top over top. You see how you can see a little bit there? I'm going to flip it back this way, and I'm going to run some tape like that. And the reason I'm just using tape is because we're going to do some string. We're going to wrap string around it, so that'll keep it nice and tight as well. Okay, because we're going to do kind of the same type of thing here. I just think it'd be cute. We might end up putting this one in that one, and then we can do, because this the one we're making right now is going to go in here. That was the thought, right? But I might use the one I've already made over here because of the wax seal being on that side, and then we can put the wax seal on this side And then this one actually will go in here. So we can put the wax seal over here. So let's do that. Let's do that. We're switching it up. All right, so that string I did earlier. Oh, no, wait. I still need, I think I'm going to use this one here. This is from the ephemera pack. Yep. So we'll have this on here, and it's got a little bit of foiling on there. And the last sentiment that I used on that last one was the Love These People. And since it's already on the block, I'm just gonna, this is a scrapbook.com all heart stamp set. I'm just gonna do the same thing just because it's already on my block. I am running out of video time because I'm alone right now, and I don't know how long. So because the sentiment's going to be coming this way, I need to make sure I've got room on this side. Perfect. So this is just one of those strips, and I kept it because this is the perfect size for, this is just one of the tabs from something, so I kept it. It's the perfect size for a sentiment. And so then all we need to do is I'm just going to cut away, and then if you didn't want to ink, you know, the edges are already inked for you, except for the ones you just cut on this side. So that's a way to use up your pieces. So this is going to be here somewhere, but I think we're going to add this after we add the string. And I'm going to use the glitter glue. You could use Fabri-Tac or tape runner. Does not matter. Where's the, oh, I already put it up. Well, let's stick this over here like so. And then, let's see if the string is long enough. I am going to wrap this around. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Barely. Okay, I'm going to try to tie me a little knot here. It's going to be tricky. See if I can get a helping hand here. Try to hook it. There we go. There we go. And I wanted it to be in that specific spot because I'm going to use a wax seal over top. So I'm trying to crisscross some of them here. Oops, maybe not that far up. So you just take some time and just play with where your placement. Okay, so then this can go just like that, and I'll put the wax seal over top of there. And again, I think I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. So now I'm going to pull over my candle, and I'm going to get the wax seals. I think I will use, oops, where's my little spoon? I think I will use, oh, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I had to switch out my little tea light. Oh, here it is. It really wasn't burning very good. Can you see inside of there where I dropped the 2 pieces of wax in there. It just wasn't burning very good. Once it hit that wax, you can't hardly see it now, but they're in there. But I had to get rid of it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do one of these, and that's exactly how I messed it up last time. And one of the purple ones. I'm gonna let that melt, and then I'm gonna grab the little flower one that comes with that set that I have linked. Alright, it is melted, and then I'm going to carefully pour it on here. Try not to cover up the people. Pour it kind of on the knot, kind of halfway off. Try not to cover up the word. Stick that right there. Take my flower, and I'm going to kind of hold it down a little bit. Oh, I've now covered up the E, so it's people. 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 It's probably not correct. That's okay. Okay, let me move this. Oh, the candle, we're gonna need it in a minute, so it's not gonna go far. Okay. There. See how I covered up the E? I love these people. People. It's okay. Anyway, okay. So that's fun. So that's gonna go. And it's probably still, since we took the one we already made and put it in this pocket, this one is gonna go right here. You see how it's kind of tricky getting up under there? That fussy cut pocket there. That's okay. And I got some glue on there. But look how cute that looks. Isn't that nice? You could also too, you could put a photo mat on here underneath and then put your insert over top. You could totally do that too. A place to put a photo. So I've been trying to like show you every place you can put a photo. If you make it exactly like I am, there's all kinds of options for photos. You could put 4x6 and a 3x4 over here if you want to. I'm gonna leave this part blank for now. Sometimes you just need a place to rest, but we might come back and add something onto this page. Okay, so we got that. That looks okay. That looks just fine. No E, but it's good. And then the very last insert is, oh, I have it out already. It's gonna go right under this, belly band that is stuck. Whoops. Yeah, I just got a little bit of a seepage, but since it's underneath there, you're not gonna see it anyway. So the insert that's gonna go under here. Okay, so let's move this out of the way and let me show you what you're gonna need. Okay, so I've got the two, this is the page, the page out of the Graceful Edge. So this is what we're making, and I've got my traceable templates here. So all of these inserts, this insert here is this that's on that page. So there's that. So we're gonna mat this. We're gonna mat this one as an insert tag. This is one of the cut aparts. So I just kind of raggedly cut around the edge and inked out both front and back. So that one we're just gonna pick a cut apart. This is an envelope from the Vintage Envelopes and Inserts, and I'll show you that in just a second. And then these two tags are from the Scrap Journal embellishments, the this and that's PDF. There's tags that are in there. So that's what's in here. Of course, you could load these up with photo mats. You can put a photo mat on here. You can put a photo mat back here. So it's the same thing that we made just now, except because the thing we made just now was this away, except it's going to be a pocket. So yeah, so it can hold a lot more goodies. So I think all this is prepped, and it's going to go this way. And I have not figured out what I want to mat those with, but let me show you the other things. So this is from the Vintage Envelopes and Inserts. That's from here. So that's available on my Etsy shop. This is set number 1. So I printed off page 17D, and I liked it because it's got the stamp there. So we're going to cut this out right here and ink that up and put it together. And then from this is just on 24-pound paper, by the way. And then from the scrap journal add-on, which this is what the Etsy listing looks like. I printed page 25 from the This and That's ephemera. And we're going to be using this tag here. And then page 26 from that same PDF, we're going to be using one of these. So what I want to do is, in one of my crafty trays, I'm going to start all of these pieces that I've printed out. I was going to use the pieces that I have in my ephemera holder. And I started to, but then I thought, well, wait, you guys may not have extra pieces. So this is what I do. When I print off things for albums, I kind of keep them separate so that I know that they're there. I can still use them in the albums and other little parts of the album, but then afterwards I can go through, and this is from this insert, I can go through and put them in the ephemera holder or where they need to go. So we just need one of those tags, and so this, I'm going to put this in here as well. And then we just need one of these tags. So I'm just going to separate it here. I'm going to take the extra cardstock off and separate these because they're kind of big. Let's stick those in here. And I'm going to take this bottom tag off and put that in there. So now I've got all kinds of little inserts and things that can be used in the album. Oh, I also need to take these 2 pieces. I did not print the insert for this album, for this envelope. I don't know if I'm going to, so for right now I'm not going to, but I'm going to put those 2 little pieces in there as well. So I think what I'll do is I will take a minute and cut all of these out and ink them up, and then, oh, and the ephemera piece, I guess I could grab that really quick too. These are just cut apart pieces from the paper collection. Oh, I love that one. Is it going to be too big? I kind of want it to be a little shorter. I might go with this one in the front, or this one of these 2. Oh, I like that one too. Ooh, let's do this one. Let's do that. That has nothing to do with nothing, except it's a pretty wreath on a window. But that would be kind of pretty against there. Okay, let's do that one. So this is just all from the cut apart paper. And what I mean by jagged edges is I might even this up a little bit. It looks like it might be a little uneven. So I just kind of go with my scissors and just kind of take chunks out like this. I might even round that corner a little bit, right? So I'm just making it kind of wavy, jaggedy. You could use the paper trimmer, that deckled edge paper trimmer, if you have it, to do that if you wanted to. Or you can just go around and make it look a little bit more rustic just by doing that. It is a little bit messier this way, but I think it makes a really cute little journaling card. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a minute and cut these pieces out and ink them up, and then I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to mat these with, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I have all this cut out and ready to go. I did pick a mat for the tag, so I picked this piece, and it was from this piece right here. And I thought it was cute. I thought it would look cute sticking up there, this little flower arrangement. I just really liked it. So I traced that one out and cut that out. Then I got tickled at myself because look at this piece. Look at this piece of 12 by 12. I mean, it's upside down. Look at this. Okay, so, I mean, I have been taking little bits and pieces from this piece. So what I ended up doing was I traced for this, for the back of that, I traced that, and then I kind of centered this piece. I traced this piece down here. I wanted this little flower arrangement part to be in the middle, because you can't really, I guess you could still see that it's got a frame, but it can mostly just see the flowers, you know? So I did that little piece right there. That's the piece I cut out of that. So now we have this. But, like, we've got this piece we can use. We've got some flowers we can cut out. We've got these bunches back here that we can use. So it's not garbage. Don't throw it away. Maybe we'll have to do a video where we take all of the pieces that are like that and make something out of them. Maybe we'll do that at the end. We'll see. But okay, so I'm just simply going to attach these down. See, we could have put this on the back too. Could have been, that'd have been pretty too. But we're going to use this side. Let's do the wax seal part, except let's have it on this side, you know, the same but different. So I'm going to need some string, and I'm going to try to, let's melt some, but I think I'm going to use a different color combination. Oh, here they are. I'm going to use one of the champagne ones, and then maybe the pink one for this one, instead of the purple. It's probably not going to take very long to melt, but I can always take it off if I need to. So I want to kind of tie a bow. You don't have to tie a bow, but I'm thinking that might be fun. So one, maybe I need a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. Right. So first I think I'll tie a knot. And I think that'll be enough. I need to get me another, look at, I need to get me a black and white baker's twine. See, it is possible to go through one of those real thick rolls. So I'm going to start trying to make me a little bow here. I'm going to start making my necessary adjustments. I'm going to try to make it even. Okay. And I'll use a flower again, why not? Okay, I think it's done. So I'm going to go right over top of that where I tie the knot there. Kind of spread it out just a little bit. And then smoosh. Definitely doesn't leave the perfect little wax seal, but it's super cute all the same. Okay. Let's let that harden up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and mat this. So we'll do a whole reinforcement, but I inked both sides of everything. These, that doesn't need anything. This one, we're gonna do a hoe reinforcement and hoe punch, and same with this one, but they're inked on the bow on the back side. And then the envelope, I cut it out and folded it. This, you don't need to score these. It's really easy to fold these. So I just folded it up, and we just need to glue it together. So let me try this real quick. Yeah. So, really cute. Really, really cute. Okay. So, let me use Fabri-Tac. This, I don't want to use art glitter glue on this paper because it will show through. Not that it's that important. It's okay. I'm just going to put some on these tabs here. Some glue. Maybe a little bit on this edge. Whoa, I got a little out of lines there. I need to get me a new one. Mine is so thick and almost gone. Okay, so that's ready. I'm not going to put a closure on it or anything. So we're just going to leave it like that. And then look how cute this looks right here. Yes, I love it. It looks like my envelope's poofy, doesn't it? Okay. Now for the whole reinforcements, let me get my ephemera keeper out. And I think I'm going to use a combination of green. I don't remember what color this was. We made them in a video couple albums back. Bundled Sage, maybe? I can't remember. But then I also foiled some, and I'm going to be using some of those as well. So I did the Bundled Sage. Is that the one I used? I don't know. I don't know. I put it up. I'm like, no, I don't know. I should mark them, shouldn't I? So I think what I'll do is, I think I'll put one of the foiled ones on the front side of this. You don't have to use a hole reinforcement with these at all, because they do have a hole reinforcement on them. Can you see? It's a very light. So you don't have to put one on at all if you don't want to. And then I'm going to put a solid green one on there. And then I'm going to put a solid green one on here. Maybe up a little higher. You don't have to make this a pull out. Is that, I don't know if that's in the center or not. I'm terrible at that. So then you take a regular hole punch. And just punch through, and then we'll put some on the back. Alright, so now I just need to decide how many pulls I want to put. On here I just did 2, so I guess we could probably just do the same. A couple little... I love that. I love these little bundles. I think they're awesome. Again, you could put photo mats on there if you want to, or photos if you want. I just think they're so cute. It's like a little package. It's just like a little package underneath that little belly band. You just pull it out and there's so much goodness in there. Okay, let's do this one. I just think it's fun. I love it. All right, so now we've got that one made. All right, so let's put them in the album, and then we will call this one done. So we got that insert that we just made. Got that insert that we made prior to. And then, oh, I guess that's okay. Well, I also guess I could swap them out too. I can put this one here in the front because I used this paper on the back side of here. I can maybe put this one there. Oh, I just swapped them all out, didn't I? And then back here, make sure I didn't, yeah, then, oh, but then there's that. Well, it's okay. Either way, it's fine. I think it's cute. Or I did use that there. What do we think? That's the beauty of it. You can just swap them in and out, in and out. I kind of, let me swap them back. I kind of like this one over here instead. I like that one with that. And then the one we just finished, I like this one over here. Yep, much better. Much better. So there. All right. So let's close this back up. Let's see how thick we're getting. Yeah, so we're getting pretty full. So our back side is just going to be a really simple, oh, you see the string there. It's just going to be a really simple little situation. I'll show you. I don't know, I might even simplify it even more, you guys, because the front side got so much bang for your buck. I'm going to have to think about that because I already had it planned out. I already had the page set up planned out, but I might change that. So we'll see. So today is actually Sunday. Today's January 24th. And today is like my Friday because I watch my granddaughter on Monday and Tuesday, so I can't really do any filming. Sometimes I can do some editing. It just really depends on my granddaughter. But, so it'll give me a few days to think about what I want to do for the back side of these fins. But okay, all right, you guys. That's all I got for you today. So do let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked all of these fun inserts. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.